All right, let me get this situated here. Trying to get this fixed here. All right. Hello. How is everybody today? I'm kind of crazy here. I'm working on my eBay listings, all that good stuff. I think I'm trying to catch a cold. It's going around everywhere. Let me see what we got here. Get this, that one. All right, I gotta find everybody here. I got all these windows open. All right, let me finish this listing, and then I'll open that into a different window. Yeah, I went and spent about $76 today on inventory, which I don't care because I've got to pick up a few Brooks Brothers. So 2 Brooks Brothers sure should bring me back close to what or 3 actually should bring me back close to what I spent. So I am not too concerned. Oh, shipping, free shipping. Save and continue later. All right, what do we got here? This is my. All right. Let's do here. All right. Some of these windows closed here. Well, crap. So who all do we have with us today? All right. Yeah, I got a bunch of clothing today. I don't know how many items I bought. 1 coffee mug, the rest was all clothing. Find my receipt. I got a lot at, well, I can't say a lot. I did find some tag sale stuff. Some stuff it was $1.49, some was $2.49, the rest was all $4.99. I picked up 20 items. So, I need to put a link, don't I? Duh. I keep forgetting to do that. Let me go copy this. Go to Facebook. I'll put this in the page link here. 1 second. Let's see. Well, let me write something here. Hangout. There we go. All right. So I need that for eBay now. All right. Well, I'm just going to keep working here. We have 3 viewers. I think one of them's me. Yeah, I took it easy all day yesterday. My knee was screaming because I went out Tuesday and got the yard ready for the trick-or-treaters. So that was fun. Well, I got yesterday morning, I was like, oh, good Lord. I'm not going to be able to move much today. So, but yeah, I'll kind of show you what I got. I got this really nice Woolrich Polar Tech pullover. Really nice fleece. It's an older one. It's got one of the older tags in it. So I think I paid $4.99 for it. I should get about 25 bucks out of it, hopefully. So right now I'm working on getting ready for photographing. Staging area. I actually got 2 Woolrich. One's a zip up, and this is a newer version of that, I think. This is the zip up version, or 3/4 zip, whatever you want to call it. Same color. It's still Woolrich. I always pick up the Woolrich. That's a no-brainer to me. So I always do pretty decent with that. Let's see if this is polyester. This is the oatmeal heather color polyester. All right, let's go do a search on this. This is Woolrich. What really sucks about this right now is I have to write everything down in my inventory books, handwriting, because I'm transitioning over to putting everything in Word, and it has an inventory template. So that's what I've been working on this morning, or when I got back from thrift shopping. I started with my coffee mugs because I don't have a lot of those. I've got 5 pages, which to me that is a lot. Whereas with my clothing inventory, I've got about 3 different books that I have to separate. But I've got I bought 2 things of which I thought was regular printer paper, but it wasn't. It was actually punched 3-hole punched printer paper. So I'm doing a really nice legible inventory books. I'm putting it all in nice little binders and labeling it and all that. Just trying to streamline my inventory because currently everything I have is handwritten and notebooks. Which I'm still going to print everything out. That way I have hard copies. I'm not going to keep everything in my computer because I just don't trust that. But what I'll do is anything like for instance, I have 5 pages. Well, the 5th page of that is not complete. So I save that particular page, and then when I get more coffee mugs, I can go and add to that, and I can print that out and then take the old one out and put that one in. So it's just a system that I'm working on for inventory. Men's 3/4 zip long sleeve. All right. I think everybody getting this with this crazy ass weather. And like today it's like 50 some degrees, almost 60 degrees. I think it's almost 60 degrees today. Whereas the last couple of days we've had the furnace on, we had our heaters on, all that good stuff. It's ridiculous. This weather. Oh, that's what it's like being in the Ohio Valley though, so. But yeah, here's the 3/4 zip that I picked up. That's nice. I'm gonna keep that for myself. It's a large. I need an extra large. I think it's a large. Yep, large. So how did everybody's trick-or-treat go? Anybody have a lot of trick-or-treaters? Did you dress up? I wasn't going to dress up, and my daughter showed up in her Halloween costume, which same one she wore to the Renaissance Festival. So I came in here and kind of threw something together. I look like a apocalypse survivor because I was walking with a walking stick rather than my crutches because my leg was started bothering, or my knee started bothering me. So I was using that to get around with. So I was Morgan's understudy is what I call it, White Morgan from Walking Dead. Oh, crap, my phone is like acting so crazy. So who do we have in here? I see Margot's here, but that's the only one I see in the chat. I see we have 4 viewers. Make yourself known. Say hi. I'm Laurie. If you don't already know, I'm the Thrifty Picker. So I know these are somewhat public. So not just the resellers are in here. So I gotta glare off my glasses, but so I can see what you guys are saying, if anything. Hi Jennifer, how you doing? Margaret says she's the only one that's important. Oh, yep, let me go do some searching on this particular item. Rich man's long sleeve. Oatmeal heather. Zip. Let's see what that says. Why is it when you put in a certain brand, every other brand under the sun pops up? That's not what I put in there. If I wanted Orvis or Under Armour, I would have put Orvis or Under Armour. It's ridiculous. And all because I added 3/4 zip. You take 3/4 zip out, it's all Woolrich. You put 3/4 zip in, it's Adidas and Under Armour and everything else. That is just weird. This is a fleece anyway, so. It's like, go home, eBay, you're drunk. Guess I'll go create my own listing. I like to do the tired but here. Yeah, I'm pretty tired too. It's like which yesterday I did nothing yesterday, but I sat in my chair, had my knee propped up all day, except for if I had to get something to eat or go pee. But and watched caught up on, well, I actually binge watched the second season of Stranger Things. If you've not seen that, you need to watch the first season and then the second. It's an awesome show. I love it. The kids in that show are just very talented young actors and actresses, and it's a really good show. I'm hoping they do a third season. Yeah, Stranger Things and then Stranger Things 2. Let's see. Men's. Long sleeve. Zip. Excuse me. Like I said, I think I'm catching a cold. Everybody under the sun has it, at least around here. eBay. Yeah, normally I have the TV going in here, but I don't. Because I can hear the one in the next room, so that keeps me entertained. But I've got Sling TV in here on this one in here, which is a lot cheaper than cable. I think we pay $25 a month for Sling TV, and you can get all the cable channels. You can do different packages or whatever. Because I had the Kodi program, and it's just being a butt, which everything's pretty much free on that. It's a streaming service. And I guess the internet or the cable companies are whining and crying about it, so that a lot of the streaming servers are getting shut down, or they're having to make people pay for it, one or the other. So or get in trouble. So I got tired of messing with that. So I just ordered a Kodi because I have the Kodi box makes your TV a smart TV. So it's hi Robin, how you doing? So I just went ahead and got Sling TV for this, and then the one in the living room, and then one in my back room. So Margot was first. Yep, she was the first one in. I'm working through some stuff I bought today. Got 20 items and spent $70-some. Because not all of it was tag sales. I can't pass up Brooks Brothers and Woolrich. Robert Graham, I got a really nice Robert Graham and really nice looking English Laundry. I can't pass those up. I'd be stupid because I know they're going to make me money. So I don't worry if it's not the color of the tag that's on sale. I grab it, especially if it's interesting looking. I think eBay's having brain farts. Offer. Yeah. I like to hear that sound. I wish it was a cha-ching, but I'll take a new offer sound. Man, I don't know how this happened, but I had I do computer parts too. And normally I don't price my computer parts very low. Boss lady's not looking. But for some reason, this buyer got this one for $3.03. It's just a little drive connector, but still, I do free shipping. So it's going to, they're basically going to get it for free because it's going to cost me $2.77 to ship it. So I'm going to make a few cents off of it, maybe one or two, but still I'm thinking, how in the world did that get priced so low? I don't remember doing that. I don't normally price it lower than what I'm going to ship it for. So I think eBay is going through some glitchy stuff here lately. So I went through and checked all my other stuff, and oh, what did I pay for that? Let me check real quick. That's what I was wondering. I would never price it that low. I mean, most generally, my small parts like that is $6 or more. So I don't know what happened. Oh, what is that? That's a J. Crew. Hold on a second while I look for that particular shirt. I don't want to screw myself over if I paid $5 for it. Some of this stuff I can remember right off the top of my head, but some of this stuff I don't. And I think it's where I've just been in so much pain lately. It's like, oh, great. I don't know what's going on. Hi, Valerie. I don't know what's going on with eBay. I seen it and I thought, crap, I'm going to eat the glass on that one. That's just an expression we used to use at work whenever we hold on. I can't do two things at once because of my ADD. No, dang it. I know I had that shirt. Where did I put it? I hate that. It's probably in one of my other books. That's why I'm trying to consolidate all my inventory books, so I don't have to keep looking. Where did I get my haul? I got it at the thrift shop here in Mason. It's called St. Vincent's. That's like my go-to place. I love that store. If there's no church rummage sales, I usually hit there. I've got a little bit of competition around here, but it's mostly all for vintage stuff. It's not so much for what I do. I mean, I always manage to find really good stuff. Shoes here lately, I think somebody's really gotten into selling shoes because I haven't found hardly anything worth buying. Excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm catching somebody's cold. Oh, yeah, I only paid $1.23 for that sweater, so I can't beat that. So I will take that offer. It'll cost me about $2 something to ship it. Yeah, I'll take that offer. Seems like I had one sale over the weekend. One measly little sale for $13. So I thought, do I really want to go spend money? And I thought, well, I have no inventory whatsoever to work with. So I said, I have to go spend some money. So I did. And I bought, what, 20 items, 19 items, 20 items. I need more. That's only going to last me for, what, a couple days? Because, well, tomorrow I'm going with my sister, so we'll probably hit a few more thrift shops. So, and lunch, we're going to hit the new brew house in Lebanon. I said I better do my shopping before I hit the brew house. Yep, I just got a cha-ching. Thank you. Love that sound. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's like one day you're swamped with packing items, or you wake up to 10 sales or 5 or 10 sales, and then all of a sudden, boom. Even the crickets are holding up signs. A little chirp for food. You know, it's like, what the hell? What's going on? So, but I told Teresa I need to get my ass in gear because I got to get some more stuff. I got to get some more money rolling in. So I like to have more money at the end of my bills, but this month I didn't have that luxury. Well, I did have some money left over, but still, you know, you don't want all your profits eat up by bills. You want to have some money, which I did because I was able to spend, but I like to have a lot of money in my PayPal account. That way, if I see a good deal, I can just go and get it. But it's like, ugh. It's oatmeal Heather. Yep. Hello. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's see. Why don't they call that a 3/4 zip? They call it more like a half zip. I mean, to me, I guess that would be a half zip, wouldn't it? No, I mean, half you would think would be further down. It'd be down here would be half. That's more like 3/4. They just give you the option half or full. Okay. When you're doing your, let's see. We'll call it a half zip. And then they don't give you a polyester when it's clearly says polyester. I don't understand. I think that's why I started looking into Poshmark. Oh, sorry, I just moved my knee a certain way. Which I've got a couple things listed on Poshmark. I think I got like 6. Until I really learn it. Which I caught the tail end of Saturday's Posh Talk that Valerie did. I was hoping to get done with what I had to do before that, but it didn't work out that way. So I will just keep at it until I have it down like I do eBay. I pretty much know eBay for what I use it for. what I need to know pretty much front and back, and I need to catch up on some of their policy changes and all that. But it's ridiculous how slow eBay. I mean, you would think, because they make money when we make money, you'd think they'd be pushing our stuff, hand over fist to get things sold for us. Or, I know you have to list to sell. That theory pretty much proves itself to me, in my opinion, because I haven't been able to list for a few days due to stuff going on here. My knee, never know whether or not I can walk on it from one day to the next here lately. And it's just been crazy. We got the Halloween party and all that. Was it last weekend? I don't even remember now. But anyway, it's just been crazy around here lately. So I haven't been able to dedicate my days like I normally do. I was doing it every single day. And then I run out of inventory. And all hell broke loose with my knee. I've been having to baby that. It's like I can't even take a shower unless somebody's home in case it goes out on me. Well, from what I understand, what I see was I'm not a big social butterfly. Can you tell that? I'm a homebody. So as far as social media goes, I can get on here and do this. I can do, I do love to talk, do the shows and things like that. But as far as being socially awkward, sometimes. But I'm also, I don't know how you explain it. I have my moments, so to speak. But as far as what I understand, as far as Poshmark goes, you just share everything. You sit there and what I've done is I've gone, say the categories, the things that I like to look at, if it was something I would buy, would be, jewelry, clothing, and shoes. Those are the things that I know a lot about doing eBay. So I go through and I find things that I like, that I personally would wear or think would look nice on my daughter or whatever, and I would just share that. And I noticed that when you share somebody's stuff, they share your stuff. So I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but yeah, I don't understand the parties either. I knew I clicked join, but I don't know what that means. I noticed that when I joined and listed something that had to do with jewelry, a piece of jewelry that I listed was actually in that party. I don't know what the connection is because I don't know enough about it yet. So I don't know if it's because I had just joined it and I thought, oh, a piece of jewelry, she just joined. Let's put this in there. So I don't know. It's just a learning process, learning curve. But I remember I was watching Valerie's show today, and I heard Popular Picker, Nikki, say that she's looking for other platforms to sell on other than eBay. eBay is my main platform, but I too am looking for other ways to make money quickly because, with eBay being so glitchy sometimes, and I don't even want to fool with Amazon. I haven't sold anything yet on Poshmark either. I'm looking for other venues other than having to go to the flea market and set up, because I do not want to do that, because that's only a weekend thing, and then you got to haul everything over there, haul it all back. I want to be able to do everything from home, be able to ship everything from home, and keep it as easy as possible. And I've heard people talk about Mercari, which I don't know what that is. Bonanza, I've heard the names, but I don't know what they are. I don't understand how they work. eBay is something I know a lot about. So, but is it going to be around forever? I think that they are trying to keep up with Amazon. And I don't think that's going to work because, like, for instance, me, I don't do Amazon because I don't understand it. I don't want to fool with it. And there's so many rules and regulations. You got to be gated to do this or ungated to do that. It's like, I just want to sell a pair of shoes, So, I don't know. Is it something us sellers have to worry about with eBay? Is it going the bottom going to drop out of it? You know, because they keep making all these changes and pissing all the sellers off, and they're making changes without, from what I understand, something to do with best offer today. I caught the tail end of that conversation where they're automatically, eBay is automatically setting your best offers to, you know, I think Nikki said she had something priced like at $250 and they had a best offer of 25 that eBay set. That's ridiculous. They should not be able to mess with our pricing. You know, we go out and we get this stuff. We do what we have to do with it to get it on there. We list it. We work our butts off. You know, we price it how we want to price it. There should be no interference whatsoever. They should. The only thing they should be able to do is regulate how we sell stuff. You know, you can sell this, this, and this, but you can't sell this, this, or this. They should not be able to tell us how to price it, and they should not be able to change our prices without getting with us saying, "Hey, this is our suggestion." You know, I mean that's ridiculous, and that's like that computer part. Somehow that price got changed to $3.03. There is no way I'd sell that for $3.03. $6.03, yeah, $9 whatever that particular part, yeah. But I'm not going to sell it for less than what I'm going to ship it for because I'm going to be out of money. You know, it's only going to be a couple cents, but still, that's not the point because you have your shipping fees, your PayPal fees, and your eBay fees. So I'm probably going to be on the negative on that particular part. So I don't know. I would suggest everybody checking their price items because I see things priced so weird here lately in my store. You know, I don't do. There was one item. It was $12.21. Why in the world would I put $12.21 on something? I usually go with an even number, or like it's either going to be $12 or $12.99, something like that. I'm not going to go $12.21. That's just stupid. Why I wouldn't even think to come up with that kind of a number. That just does not make any sense. Does not compute. So eBay's glitchy and something's going on. So check all your pricing and check all your best offers. I think they said you can go into your business policies or something like that and check. I didn't know. I looked on mine and it gave me the option to opt in. No, I didn't. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, let me process this shirt here. Let's see. Measurements. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love eBay. I mean, where else can you go, open a store, and reach millions worldwide, people worldwide? You can't do that with a brick and mortar store. But see, that's the thing. They know that they got us over a barrel because nowhere else can we do that. A brick and mortar store. I mean, can you imagine how much we would pay a month for a brick and mortar plus, and then have a website and everything else to try to reach all these millions of people? So they kind of got us over a barrel there, pretty much. But they should make it easier on us sellers because we're the ones that are making them money. If we don't sell, they don't get any money. They don't get any fees from us. I mean, it's like, wouldn't that make more sense to help us out than to keep screwing with our stores and our listings? And it's like I don't get it. That's like that. Was it door-to-door delivery or something like that? I didn't opt into that either. It's like this is not Amazon. I'm not Amazon. Let Amazon be Amazon and let eBay be eBay. That's the way they should be. eBay has been in business since 1998, or actually 1995. So a lot longer than Amazon. And they've been doing something right all these years. Why change now? Next thing you're gonna see, they're gonna want us to have our packages delivered and drop shipped with a drone, because Amazon's thinking about doing it. Hell no, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. What's that woman? I would rather wrap my butt with sandpaper than have to do that. Nope, I ain't doing it. Is there Heather Land or Heather Snow? I can't remember her name. She's funny. She does that filter. 3.5. Color seam to cuff. And the dog starts. When one starts, it's like a domino effect. Dogs barking. Either that or my daughter probably just got home and she's having to drive her boyfriend's car because her taillights aren't working. And yesterday he was off, and instead of fixing her car, he played a video game all day. Shut it! Sorry about that. Works. I had to get on him the other day. Last week she called me. She said, "Mom, I'm stranded here in Franklin," which is about 15-20 minutes from me. I said, "What do you mean stranded?" And she said she couldn't get her car to go out of, it wouldn't go out of gear. And I said, okay. I said, you can't get it in the park or out of? She said, I can't do nothing. She said, I'm sitting here at the gas station with my foot on the brake. So I said, can you turn the car off and put your emergency brake on? Which she did do that. And here it was her, it's a safety feature. It's a switch inside the gear shift that once it goes out, it's to prohibit you from driving it. So anyway, she called him first, and he was helping their friend move, which is in Lebanon, which is 10 minutes from where she's at. He says, oh, can you wait a while? We just got back here. We're going to go pick up another load. She's like, excuse me? I said, I'm stranded here at work, and you want me to wait while you go pick up another load? So she says, forget it. I'll just call Mom. So she called me and told me what he said. And I said, I'll be there. I said, just hang on. I'm on my way. I said, you tell him that if I get there before he does, or when he's there, I'm going to rip him a new one. Well, anyway, he calls me and says he got it fixed. Well, he didn't get it fixed. It was a shush it. It was a pin that you have to take the top off in 1 second. Hey, leave the cat alone. Stop it. Leave him alone. Not bothering you. Stop it. Go lay down. One more two. You guys get no. Go. Not gonna pester. They're pestering the cat. Anyway, he pops the cap off the gear shift, and then there's a pin that you can push. It'll let you put your car in gear. Well, she got it home. Well, for one, he called and told me he got it. Well, I let him have it. I said, let me tell you something. Next time she calls you and needs you for something, your happy ass had better stop what you're doing and go help her. I said, because she was stranded and you would rather go move furniture than go help her. I said, let me tell you something. You forgot at 2 o'clock in the morning, you called me. Your car was broke down in the middle of winter and your balls were freezing. I got up and I come got your ass. I said, do not ever leave my daughter stranded ever again. Anyway, he got the full mama bear. And he's been kissing my butt ever since. So, but anyway, he should have fixed it yesterday and didn't. All he did was do a quick fix. You know, it's a sensor that went out. It's a $20 part, $30 part. And instead of going and fixing it, he just says, well, I don't have as far to drive, so you drive my car and I'll drive yours. I hope he gets pulled over. It'll serve him right for being a lazy butt. But yeah, he sits over and plays a video game all day. And he works at a garage. So it's not like he has to do this stuff outside. He can take it to the garage where he works and get it fixed. Sometimes I just want to pinch his head off. That's one thing you don't do. You don't mess with my kids. And I told him, I said, now if the shoe was on the other foot and she said, can you wait a few minutes? You would be pouting like a little pissy baby. And he would. Oh my God, he's such a baby. He pouts over the stupidest stuff. Her and I went to Chinese a while back. And she didn't bring him nothing back. Well, he pouted, I know, for days, a couple days at least, because she didn't bring him nothing back. That was the first time in forever that she didn't get him something. Any other time, well, any other time she's always bringing him stuff, buying him stuff for no reason. You don't think about her the same way. That just irritates me. I got a really nice, another really nice, I think this is Woolworths. Yeah, duck print. With it coming into duck season. Another long sleeve button front. Of course, I paid full price for that too. Oh well. So other than crappy eBay sales, how's everybody else doing? Now where'd my pen go? So you're a happy camp. Oh, your sales have been good. I'm glad somebody's doing good. Margo, do you list every single day? And if so, how many do you list a day? I know when I'm trying to list on a daily basis, I try to do at least 10 a day. Have not been able to do that here lately. But now that it's starting to get a little colder and stuff, I'll actually have time to where I don't go out of the house because the cold affects my knee so badly. We're supposed to have some warm days, and I gotta get some stuff buttoned up outside around the house before it gets too cold to do it. So that's why I went and got a few things that I did get, and I'll probably pick up a few more things tomorrow. And then I'll probably be looking at auctions and stuff online to buy from. Do you manage to do 10 a day, or do you list every single day? Or are there days like I have where I can list for 3 or 4 days, or even 2 or 3 days, and then boom, everything else, it seems like a landslide. Everything happens all at once where I got to go do this and I got to go do that. Yeah, that's the problem. And if our sales are low, then so is our bank accounts. But my eBay fees came out, so I knew I had X amount of dollars to play with. Because I try not to spend any of my out-of-pocket money, ever. It's all eBay profits that I use to buy more inventory. On occasion, if my fees are more than what if my sales are slow and my fees take a big chunk out, I'll use pocket money, but most generally I don't. Most generally I have enough in my PayPal for my eBay sales. Plus I do quarter auctions too, and I did pretty decently with quarter auctions, local quarter auctions, especially with jewelry. I do really well with that. So I buy jewelry jars, and then I'll go through it, and I'll pick out all the good jewelry, and I'll pick out all the silver and stuff like that, and then I'll lot that together and take it off, make money from that. And then I'll take jewelry pieces that are really nice, and I just put them on the quarter auction because them women, they buy that stuff up every week. I can make $25, $30 a week just selling jewelry at the quarter auction. So anyway, yeah, here lately it seems like I'm being pulled in 15 different directions. It's like, come on. And Teresa's trying her best. She's got to take her certified dietary manager's course through college, and to get her final certificate, and it's very stressful. So I've been stopping what I'm doing and going there and helping her with her stuff, and then it leads into a 10-minute question leads into a 2-hour thing, because then she needs help with this, and this, which I don't care to do. I don't care to help her because I told her I would. But some of that stuff I don't understand, or I don't understand the reasoning. She had this one question. It's about AP and EP, which AP is your actual portions and EP is edible portions. And it said if you have 15 cantaloupes, how many do you need to order to get an actual EP of 15 pounds? So, well, the cantaloupes are supposedly 1 pound a piece, but once you cut the rind off, that takes away your AP and leaves just a little bit of EP, which is your edible portions. They said 55% of each cantaloupe is edible portions. So, I did the math and I come up with 27. You have to order 27 actual cantaloupes in order to come up with 15 pounds of edible portions of pulp inside. And so I put that down how I figured it out, and she took it in there, and the lady's like, that's the right answer, but I don't know how you come up with the formula. It's like, I don't either. It's just how I do math. So, I'm trying to explain to her how I did it, and she says, no, we got to do it this way. I said, this is how I do my math. I used to do it all the time in high school. I'd get accused of cheating, but I wasn't cheating. I was coming up with the right answer. I just wasn't using the right formula. So, which it's weird. My teachers used to stand there and make me do my questions on the board for my exam, because they thought I was cheating somehow. So I'd have to do my question. I said, I can't tell you how I do. It's just how my mind works. I'm sorry. So, but yeah, I've been busy doing that, helping her with that. Just, oh my goodness. I have really got to get back focused into doing this, because I just barely made enough to make my truck payment this month. And I said, and last month I did great. It's like, oh my God, I have got to get my head out of my ass. Oh, let's see what we got here. We have Men's duck print. Oh. There's the shirt. Let's see. We're going to sell one like that. I see this listing here. So I put new with tags, Woolworths long sleeve duck print button shirt, men's medium, retail $41.99. Would you put that in there? I wouldn't, personally. I mean, and they also do not capitalize. Now, see, to me, that's just I don't know what your preferences are when you're doing your listing title, but in mine, they all have to start with a capital letter. I think it just makes it look like you care more about your listing rather than just slapping some words in there all lowercase. I like to sell one like this feature, and then I just go in and I change it to, I change the title, how I want it to look. Everything else is already filled in. You have to just go change everything. Or change it to what suits you. Another thing to always check if you're, says pre-owned. Yeah. See, that's where it gets me. Up here it said new with tags, and I didn't change this. It was already changed. It was already listed. In the condition it said pre-owned. So I'm wondering which one is it, pre-owned or new with tags? If I get something new with tags, I list it as new with tags. How would you list it? Would you list it stupid work? So I'm reading the chat now. What 5 a.m. challenge? I didn't know there was one. See, I'm not with it. Although I did get up at 5:30 this morning. Does that count? Even though I didn't know about the 5 a.m. challenge. Dogs are going to be wanting fed here shortly. I'll leave. I'm just going to go feed them real quick as soon as I get this shirt done. I have to let my oldest dog's food soak for a few minutes anyway. which I don't think I'm going to do that because I, he's his medicines have cleared him up, but I had to clean up a mess this morning because it's I had all the soft food. You can imagine what that was like. Out come, luckily I have hardwood floors, so out come the mop and Clorox and everything else. He had an issue and it was disgusting. I felt bad for him because he couldn't help it. Because it was while I was gone. But he thought he was going to get in trouble. I was like, no, you're not in trouble. I know what's causing it. All that medicine that they had him on caused him that diarrhea. Poor baby. I felt so bad for him because he tries so hard to be a good dog. And then he has accidents like that and he thinks he's going to get in trouble. So he sulks around. I was like, no, it's not your fault. I know what caused it. Between the combination of soft food and his medication, it messed him up a bit. I thought he was over it, but apparently not. So he's starting to get antsy, wanting fed. I can hear him out there pacing around the door. But my other dog, she's being a little shit. She doesn't want to eat. Nothing I give her. It's because she's so picky. She's a rat terrier, and she's a very picky dog. And so she didn't want to. We had to change their dog food because they two of them got sick off their own dog food. A couple months ago, it was that Beneful, and that's been going around saying that Beneful is causing HGE in dogs because they're not using top quality cuts of meat to produce the dog food. So they're basically thinking some of it was even contaminated. So we took them off of it, and I got this Purina Pro plan for them. And at first, she was just, chomping the crap out of that. She was just eating it up. It was the chicken and rice formula. And then one day she decides, starts turning her nose up at it, won't eat it. Teresa can't get her to eat, so she tried putting some of Bambi's soft food in it. She wouldn't eat that. I said, I have an idea. I keep a cup of bacon grease covered up in my cabinet. My mom always did that. She always kept bacon grease on hand. So I do the same thing. So I take a little spoonful out, I put it in a bowl, throw it in the microwave for about 10 seconds to where it's liquefied. I throw her dog food in there and toss it all around. I haven't had a problem with her eating it since. She thinks she's getting something special. Same dog food, just to add a little twist. I wonder if, even though, let's say, doing listings like this, even though we're not publishing them yet, I wonder if eBay counts that as, you're being active on your site, and if they let you get sales, even though you haven't actually listed it, you're just prepping it for listing. There's that English Laundry. Kind of reminds me of a Robert Graham. It's just a tight checked. I can't remember what they call that type. Gingham? Is it gingham? It's got where was my sleeves at? It reminds me a lot of a Robert Graham because it's got the flip cuff. button cuffs, you know, where you've got your contrast here. It's got that. It's got the flip collar, both sides, the fabric on both sides. Yeah, that's the English Laundry. It's got the, I don't know if you can see that logo. Probably not because of the glare, but it's kind of like a lion on either side of a crest. This is English Laundry. They do some pretty neat clothing. And of course, I paid $4.99 for it too. Oh. Men's W checked front cuff. I'll be glad when I get all of my it is pretty cool. I've always done really well with the English Laundry brand. I'll probably get about $28 for that. And it is the design is by Christopher Wick. It's a 3X. I always pick up the larger shirts. So yeah, I'll probably give it $28 for that. Gingham is, yeah, that's what I thought, gingham. And this is actually a pearl snap. So 2 for 1. English Laundry pearl snap. Man, my face is red. Blood pressure might be up. Yeah, I have blood pressure issues too. It's not often. That's my first English Laundry pearl snap that I've actually found that I can remember. But normally, I was so excited because it was an English Laundry that I didn't even notice it was a pearl snap. So 2 for 1. And it's got really neat. It's got the logo in the pearls. You can see that. Probably not. There's so much glare. You can almost see it. Yeah. But English Laundry, I think they make some. The Christopher Wick English Laundry seems to do better than anything else. Because I think it's so much because he's so much like Robert Graham with his design, different contrasts of fabrics and colors. And I did find a Robert Graham today as well too, which normally you don't. It's hard enough to find Christopher Wick English Laundry, let alone Robert Graham. And then I see a couple weeks ago I found even the sleeves are contrast. Can you see the 2 different contrasts on that? Like two-tone. It's pretty neat. I found 3 Bugatti Uomo long sleeve dress shirts. They were really, really cool looking. And so far I've sold 2 out of the 3. And then last week I found was it last week? Week before last, I found a Bugatti Uomo polo shirt, which I didn't even know those existed. So, yeah, Christopher Wick, English Laundry. Let's go see what we can get for this one. I'm thinking about $28 for that one. Yeah, that's pretty much right. Let's see, completed. He's got some really nice shirts. There's just so many words you can put in that particular title, too. I had one of those. I sold a while back, the John Lennon by English Laundry. It sold within an hour of putting it on. I was like, dang, go on. You put the word English Laundry in there, and it still asks, we recommend these item specifics, brand, English Laundry. Duh! It's in the title. Why do I have to add it? It should already be in here. What's in? I wish I could take those energy shots, but I can't. Years ago, I was taking, that's when Metabolife, not Metabolite, but Metabolife can't hit the market. It had that ephedra in it, and I started taking that. That's back when I was still working. Um, that's been years ago. That was probably 40 days, probably around 2000 something, early 2000s. And I started taking that, and it worked. I mean, I dropped the weight, but I was all over that plant. They were ready to like strap an orange flag to the back of my head so they'd know where I was at from 1 second to the next. And I forget, I had to have a regular checkup or something. And I went into the doctor, and, you know, she's listening to my heart, and she's like, "What in the world?" She said, "It's just racing to be racing. What have you been doing?" And of course, you know, I didn't consult with my doctor like they tell you to before starting this regimen, and because it was supposed to be all natural herbs and all this stuff, so I'm thinking, well, I can't hurt me, blah blah blah. Come to find out, if I'd have kept taking it, probably would have made my heart explode. That's why I was in like 10th gear all day, every day. Plus, I drank coffee on top of that, so you got that ephedra and plus the caffeine. So I was like, I mean, I was like all over the place. And I lost weight. I lost a lot of weight quick. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, because I had the energy to get out and walk. I was walking the track. I was probably doing 5 miles a day at the track. You know, after work, I'd go home and I had all this pent up energy, so I'd go walk the track. And and I'd walk to the track. So it was, my dog's knocking on my door. Come to find out, it's because it was had all that ephedra and caffeine and all that mix. This was causing me to, I could have really blown a valve, so to speak. Hold on a minute, guys. I'll be out there in just a minute. Let me finish taking measurements on this shirt, and I'll come feed you. Otherwise, they won't leave me alone, so I'll have to go do that real quick. But I know I can leave you guys unattended in the chat. You have to wait a minute. Let me get this taken care of here, heathens. That's where dogs are just like kids. Tanner, stop. I'll be out in just a minute. He's scratching at my door. He's got to be the most impatient dog ever. Of course, he'll start scratching, and then out come little Bambi will be out in here barking at the door. He hates how I close the door because then he can't send them in here and start the stare down. Almost done, heathens. That's the shenanigans. Oh, we don't have anybody with a wrench in here, do we? Nah, I trust y'all. Y'all real good. When the mice is or the cat's away, the mice will play. So I will be back as soon as I get these guys fed. So I got 3 dogs. I got to do them all 3 differently. So I will be back in a few. Y'all chat amongst yourselves. Oh. What? I can't get cold. Hold on. Hey now. Need my phone. Be right back. Outside. Outside. Oh. Right outside. Days. Ugh. Oh yeah, I have to referee my dogs when they eat. It's pretty bad. I gotta feed one in the kitchen, the other two in the back bedroom, and then I gotta referee the two in the back because the littlest one tries to steal the other one's food while she's eating. It's ridiculous. Ugh. All right, what else did I get? Never heard of this brand. It's Allison Daily. It's got like a scenic set on it. Let me get it all buttoned up here. Let's see. $250 for that one. Oh. Dolly, Dave, Dolly. This was in the men's, but I think it's a women's because of the size. It says size 18. And I can't really see a guy wearing this. Oh. I'll let the dog back in a few minutes. He always likes to take his time. The other two go out, do what they got to do, and they're ready to come back in. He likes to meander around. $66. Yeah, where is Beth? She's usually in. She's usually here. This feels like a silk blend. No, it's polyester. Oh. You guys dress up for trick or treat for Halloween? Yeah, this is what got this today. You see that? A little scenic. Can't really see a guy wearing that. Based on size alone, I think it's a women's, but they had it in the men's section. It's Allison Daly, Daley. Even though I've not heard of the brand, I thought it was an interesting looking shirt. Bag one down. Let's see what we got here. That's women's. Oh. I guess it'll be a city scene. And she starts. Would you call it a city scene, or I mean, it kind of looks like it. Cars and buildings. I would call it a city scene. It's a Dillard's brand. My goofy dogs out there. Two girls are always wrestling all the time. Check on that dog here just a second. See if he's ready to come in. Alright. You gonna let my other dog in? Let me lay down, behave yourself. No, that don't mean come in here. No, don't be stealing nothing. You guys go on. Go in there, play. Go in there right now. Go do something. Go do something. The dogs are so nosy. They can't stand when I'm in here working. And my oldest dog, he's a brat. He likes to come in here and try to find things to steal. Then he'll go in there and lay on the back bed in the bed back there and guard them. And to try and basically dare the other dog to try and take it from him. Or anybody else for that matter. He's horrible. I came in here Tuesday to get something. I was working on the yard for the kids, and he had a whole daggone packet of Teresa's tag on it. I missed that. Printer paper. Back there on the bed. He looks at me like, I dare you, try to take it, Mom, I'll bite you. He's such a shithead. I've never seen anything like that. Strange. Oh, don't you just hate it when you think you look at a shirt really, really well, but the lighting's not all that great at the thrift shop? Yeah, I found a small little pinhole. I think I could still sell it for. It's Robert Graham, so I'd probably still sell pretty decent. Could be an older Robert Graham. Let's see. Let me see. The tag here. Yep, that's an older Robert Graham. Some of his shirts are so expensive. Some of them I'd actually wear. Probably they're so colorful. Let's see this one here. No, that's not that vintage. It's medium. Trip house working on. I really should stop drinking this stuff. Mellow yellow. Not my pop of choice. I drink Pepsi Zero, but I'm out. Yeah, I got this rubber Graham that's got 2 holes near the gig line, so definitely not going to get out of it what I would hope to get out of it. Not nearly as much. How many of you know what a gig line is? I hate that commercial. That you did. Six. Actually, I bought this shirt for myself. I'll show you. Because I'm like a huge Star Wars fan, and I found this. BB-8. I couldn't pass that up. So that's for me. That's for me. You can't go wrong with Brooks Brothers. Always pick up Brooks Brothers. Although this one, the tag was a little bit different than I'm used to seeing, but that don't mean anything. It could be an older one. Well, it's time for me to have to run down the hill. They have a customer appreciation here every Thursday, or every other Thursday. Papa John's comes out and sits down there with pizzas, sells them to the community for like $5 a piece. So that's going to be my dinner. I've been so busy I didn't cook anything, so pizza it is. And Thursdays is Teresa's late night because that's when stock comes in. Hopefully I don't get a phone call saying we got to run down to U.S. Foods again. I had to do that last week because they forgot to load a pallet on the truck of stuff they needed for the nursing home. And it wasn't just little things, it was some of the main items for the menu. It's ridiculous, some of the things that The worst part is, instead of them saying, well, we'll bring it all back out, she's got to go get it. And normally we use her car because it's better on gas, but this time it was a whole pallet, so it had to be loaded into a truck, so guess who got to go down there? Which is not that bad. It's not like it's downtown Cincinnati or anything, but still. That's a big shirt. Let's go see what this Bubba is worth. Brothers. That's a bill. I've not seen a Brooks Brothers tag like this before. Have you guys seen one like this before? Because I haven't. That's not a standard tag, and at least not what I'm used to. It's embroidered all the way through, so it's not just stamped on that tag. So let me see. Let's see that. I guess I will go look. Let's see. Google. Others. Labels. Images. 346 has one similar. Yeah, there it is right there. Doesn't say that though. Close but no cigar. If it's a vintage label. Okay, I'm gonna have to get off here. I gotta go down and get pizza for dinner. Might be back on tomorrow evening if I get home soon enough. I'm going out with my sisters tomorrow, so depending on how much stuff we get and what we get into. So, and I don't think I have anything going on Saturday, so I might be on Saturday for a while. I take it back at 1 o'clock. We have a fundraiser turkey dinner at Teresa's mom and dad's church that we're going to go to, so maybe after that. And I'm trying to talk her into going up to the Benz Saturday morning, so and then swing by the church afterwards, so for lunch. Well, I take crap. I forgot she's got to work Saturday, so maybe I can get my daughter to go with me up to the Benz. We'll see. I don't like going up there by myself. Not that particular one, anyway. So I might go down to one closer to home. But the one up in Dayton has got so much more stuff, more bins. But there's so much meter up there. So I'm going to have to get off here. So I'm going to go ahead and close this down and go down and pick up dinner. And then I'm going to come back and I don't know if I'm going to work some more or what. So if my plans change, I'll be on tomorrow morning. If not, then I probably won't be on until tomorrow evening. So we'll see. I'm trying to get to where I can have a set schedule and do a show every day. But with my particular schedule right now, the way things are going on, I got doctor's appointments I got to go to and all that good stuff. And they're scheduled all over different times. So I really can't set a certain time. So I just kind of popping in on here when I can and when nobody else is doing their hangout. So so I will talk to you all later. Maybe I'll see you all in somebody else's chat on somebody else's show. So I have to go. And so I will see you later. And hopefully you guys have a great evening. Spend some time with the family. Don't forget the quality time. That comes first. So, and then go back and do your eBay stuff. So y'all have a great evening. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.